Not much new today, just first day of practice, split up the varsity and the freshmen for you that were here that saw it. We always do that. I have discussion with our staff and sometimes say let's go full team. The reason we do that is just the anxiety of, it's not fair to throw that kid, throw a freshman, even though they've been here for most of the summer out there with older guys yet. So teaching them how to get their ankles taped, to get the meetings on time, do everything, and that just starts. You can tell the guys that come from great high school programs, it's just they go. Guys that maybe they don't, it takes a minute to learn how to operate the way we expect. So, I mean, it's a good day. I don't have much information for you. Braxton had a pretty good day. He played the entire practice at wide receiver. JT and Cardell, they're fine. There's no update. They're fine, I guess. I can see the headlines. They're fine. I'll answer any questions for you.
Open it up with Bill.
You asked about, or you mentioned Braxton. You're an old wide receiver coach. What are your first impressions of him? How quickly do you think he can adapt to this? And is he a full-time receiver now? Is there any chance
he's full-time? Yeah, he's full-time. And I don't want to say I completely left it up to him, but I just want to see how he pushed him. He's a full-time receiver. And that position, to play it right, not just to play it right, is like any other position. Matter of fact, in my opinion, it's a little more complicated. And so he had a good day, but it's going to take, I'm glad to say what. But as far as skill set and attitude and run around and dynamic, yes. That's just learning the game from that position.
Front row middle, Dave.
Urban, it's always difficult for true freshmen to play, especially in this program. Is that even more true this year with all the returning players you have? Not even starting spots, but even guys that get on the two deep as true freshmen. Just how difficult is that going to be?
Probably the better you are. Obviously, when you have transition of personnel, it's a little easier. But I'm trying to think off the top of my head what positions. Skill spots are the easiest. Corner, a receiver. That's usually you can insert a player. Offensive, defensive line is tough. The Joey Bosa's of the world, if you're going to play as a freshman, you're going to have to play off. We're still way too early to tell anything, but your statement was correct. The better you are, the more experienced you are, the more difficult it is. I could see, I like our three linebackers. I know it's so early to say that, but I could see those three guys contributing in some form. I'm talking about Nick Connor, Hilliard, and Baker.
You have 25 freshmen, scholarship freshmen, true freshmen. Is a good balance, maybe about half and half, like 12 redshirt, 13 play, somewhere around there. Is that what you want to do? Or?
I don't really know that.
Okay.
I'd like to have 20 of them play. Okay. That means we recruited really well. If not, it takes a minute sometimes. But Darren Lee, in hindsight, you wish you would have played differently. For whatever reason we did. Same with Eli Apple. Some of those kids, your redshirt. You're a great player, not around here for 5 years, especially in skill spots. Linemen are a whole different animal. Darryl Baldwin's are great examples of guys that you soak them for a few years and they start getting their bodies develop and all that. But skill athletes, rarely do they last long. If you're a great player.
Front row right, Austin.
Urban, did you wind up flipping a coin for the first rep today?
I don't know what he did. I didn't ask him. Once again, we really didn't do much team. So who took the first rep, I can tell you.
As you guys move forward, is there a challenge to putting together a practice plan to make sure that maybe both guys are getting equal shot or even playing field as you guys go on this month?
Probably. I'm trying to think if we've ever had to do that when it was 50-50. I don't think we ever have. Like comments on the Chris Lee, Tim Tebow dilemma that we have. But those are two different skill sets at the time. So there's almost different offenses. This one, I think it's going to be 50-50. So it's a little bit of a work in progress. Our objective is the first dozen practices 50-50 right now. And have we ever done that before? I can't think we have.
Front row, Tim.
Yeah. Urban, along those lines, do you actually have a guy ahead of the other guy in that group, or are you literally going to let it sort of play out? Yeah, quarterback. Straight on. Yeah.
Straight.
At Joey Bosa's spot, who, in your mind, talking with coaches and stuff, who are you looking at for that first game that you think will compete for that spot?
Hubbard, well, Taekwon pretty much secured part of the one spot.
Yeah.
Hubbard, Jalen Holmes, and
Slade?
Darius Slade. And then, you know, you got other potentials. You got a big kid named Josh Perry that can do some things for us if we decide to change up the defense a little
Yeah.
bit. So there's alternatives.
And
That
then-
we're studying them all right now.
And the other, who is your, right now, who's your backup running back? Is it Briante Dunn? I mean, who?
Briante Dunn.
Yeah.
He's had a good spring. We're gonna see how he does this summer camp. Curtis Samuel will get reps at both. He was a very good running back, but he really, I like what he did today. He was more natural than he did at first.
At the hybrid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way in the back, Matt.
Coach, what are these early practices, you know, when you're getting no pads, or what are they about? What do you want to see in these early first week or so of practice before you get into 2 days?
It's bordering their insanity on how we're just 9 strong. I just want to see nine units perform. And I'm not looking for execution. I'm not looking for the right footwork, hand placement, those kind of things at all. As we ask you to go 5 yards, go 7. The 4 to 6 comment and A to B, those are all I care about for the first really 10 practices. And today was okay. You got to get better. Anytime you divide up the team, guys get blown out a little bit early. You saw the freshmen. Maybe did it the end of practice. They were like pulling a tired dog. So tomorrow will be much better day.
Third row right, Tino.
Coach, what's the biggest challenge that you see awaiting the team this year? What's quest to repeat?
Repeat is not a conversation, is just what's the biggest challenge I see from this team? I don't know. I see a whole slew of them, I just don't have time to go through them all. Depth in the offense line, depth in the defense line. Who's our Devin Smith, the deep ball threat. Those are 2 off the top of my head, but there's much more than that.
Front row left, Doug.
Urban, did you see anything with Braxton? Was he like nervous at all or uncertain about anything?
No,
Position?
I want to see him because the whole thing is with the receiver, get the play, have a plan, and then execute the plan. And that involves your split, your release, and that's what's different for Braxton. It was Phillips quarterback. And the comment he made to me, he's got quarterback, you got to worry about everyone's world. A receiver, you got to worry about your world, which is a little more easy to handle. So I was nervous. No, I don't say nervous. I just still quite a little bit unsure. You turn around and get the play and that kind of stuff, which we don't do that quickly.
And he's totally out of the quarterback room?
He's in the receiver room.
And last questions, Ari.
Coach, can you talk about, or do you have a timeline for when you'd like to identify your starter?
Quarterback?
Yeah, because you mentioned in the past that if you're trying to have 2 guys splitting reps, it's harder to get one prepared. So do you have an idea of how
A
you
little different just because
that?
they're both established guys. Part of them not necessarily. Part of them been here a long time now. This is 8th year here. So I don't, JT play a lot of football, so we won't announce anything until the first guy that takes the field against Virginia Tech. So that won't happen.
Great, Coach. Thank you
Thanks,
very much.
Coach.
Thanks, sir.